85% of people prefer text over email and phone calls because they want to engage in a conversation. All text messaging is not equal. Customers respond to people, not bots. Be more like people and start having conversations that end in conversions. Use Scipio.
You're listening to Steal This Idea, the only podcast not yet affected by the coronavirus.
You're a thief and a liar.
I only lied about being a thief.
Steal.
Lie.
We're gonna steal the ship.
Commandant, Lord Lieutenant.
An idea that is fully formed, fully understood, that sticks.
Will someone like you just steal?
Ideas are bulletproof.
I'm gonna steal the Declaration of Independence.
Steal This Idea.
Always.
Let me get your shorts on.
I've been criticized for wearing shorts several times today. It's like, who cares? On a Sunday, I think if you're allowed to wear sweats, I should be allowed to wear shorts.
What about no shoes on outside in the winter? How do you feel about that?
No shoes outside?
Yeah.
Do you want frostbite? That's a horrible idea.
Our neighbor, she often wears no shoes. We always give her a hard time about it.
Is she crazy?
No,
Good Lord.
Well, we kind of rag on them a bunch because it seems like they're often wearing shorts in the winter.
Yeah.
You know, sweats and stuff.
I guess, is it so different?
And I bring this up because so we were at their house playing games.
Yes.
And Jake comes in. He's like, "Hey, I heard you making fun of us on your podcast." I was like, "What?" He's like, "Yeah, apparently our lock is too big for you, huh?" And then his wife was like, "What, Chelsea?" And I was like, "No."
I had to think, because we've made fun of actually a couple of your neighbors on the podcast.
Well, yeah.
Several that you didn't think would ever listen.
Yeah, well,
and Jake, we really didn't make fun of.
No, and there are some that are like, "It's my neighbor," but it's not actually my neighbor.
Yeah,
it's like
it's more of a person in the world.
It's like one of my old tenants, and you know, like other people that are my neighbor. You know.
Yeah.
So I try and be relatively careful on that one. I was like, we weren't really making fun of them.
We weren't making fun of it. No.
But I hope they listen and bring this up.
Yes, I hope so too.
This is
That'll
a test.
be proof that they're good neighbors.
That is a proof.
Otherwise, you are not going over for games again. I'll tell you that.
Well, I guess let's get started. 3, 2, 1. Hello again, thieves.
We're back.
We are back. It is a late cast. Andre,
we're having more late casts than not these days.
That's true. It might. I mean, there's a good chance it's going to become a late cast.
Yes.
Show.
We'll touch on that later. It relates to my big idea, so I want to come back to that news.
Okay. Yeah, we got a good show. Andre's got the big idea, which I'm really excited about. We got slides, allegedly.
Yep.
Slides are back.
There are slides.
We got some good idea, bad idea. Of course, both Andre and I both have what we like to call is there something there?
Yep.
Segment. So we both have one of those. Hopefully we can maybe turn it into something great, or maybe we're just off our rockers. Thieves, let's get into it with some good idea, bad idea. Andre, you always have more than me, so let's start with one of yours.
Fine. Let me look. Let's start with the Hyacint. This is HYASCENT.com. This is called Home Fragrance Meets Home Accent. And essentially what it looks like is hourglass, I would say. And I got an ad for this on Instagram. And essentially, you know, it's a beautiful hourglass. It's got a big kind of wide basin and a wood accent right in the middle. And the fragrance oil drips from the top into the bottom. And it, you know, brings
interesting
scent to your home. I thought this was a really interesting concept that I had never heard of before. And it looks great. Right? Like it genuinely looks like a great home decor item.
Yeah, especially if it does. I mean, I would imagine that it does make a room smell nice.
It works allegedly kind of similarly to another product we talked about on the podcast called Gent Scent. It's like a wood soaked.
So it's dipping down and like soaking into like a thing.
That's what it says. Yeah.
Interesting.
Kind of expensive. $170. I know, but
I guess if you look at it from if you were to go to Home Goods or something like that and want to pick up an accent piece,
$170 is still,
it's a lot.
It's a pretty expensive accents. Yeah.
But if you're saying, okay, like what's the average cost of like something that's nice that you would put on a mantle or something? I don't know, maybe 50,
and it looks like for $170 you get 2 fillings of the fragrance oil thing. Yeah. But then additional fillings are $65.
Oof, that's a little steep.
That's hard to handle.
I guess how long does it last?
Yeah, I'm looking. I love the scents like whisper loudly, sassy grass. Like love that.
The only thing I can criticize about this website, which is, on the whole, it's a pretty run-of-the-mill website, is I'm just so sick of the 3 value prop websites. It's like, can we move on?
We got to get over that.
1,
I'm sure
easy.
A web design person.
2, eye-catching. 3, long lasting. It's like, we get it. There's 3 value props.
It says 3 times longer than other diffusers. but I got to know how long that is.
In the FAQs here.
Yeah.
How to use a scent? How long does it last? If you turn your hay scent once a day, the scent should last around 6 months.
Oh, then $70. It's still expensive, but distributed over 6 months.
$10 ish
Yeah.
a month.
Which I feel like probably if you buy like candles,
Yeah.
candles are expensive.
Oh
So
yeah.
If you
$10 a
replace,
candle.
if you replace your candle habit with this, then you're probably in a pretty good place. I think it's not cheap. You can't pretend it's like some sort of budget play.
Yeah, we use a kind of a higher tech thing called Pura. I don't know if you're familiar with that.
No.
So that is basically it plugs into the wall, and you put in little cartridges, and then they ship you new scents or whatever. And like it's kind of like you set times during the day where you want it to like shoot out or whatever, which we like. It's definitely not the cheapest, but it is something that we're like, oh, maybe we won't get it for a few months, or we'll like. Yeah. And we mainly have it because we have kids, and we are really hyper conscious of like we don't want to be that household that people look at. It's like, you've got kids, or
yeah. I'm gonna look more into this. I think I could see myself buying it. I think it would look really nice on an end table.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely got a modern feel to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is interesting. I'm definitely. This seems like the type of thing that I would kind of hate on, but I'm actually.
It definitely is expensive.
Yeah.
It's hard to dance around that, but it's innovative. Like I've never seen anything like it before.
And that's it. Like I appreciate a novel idea that actually is novel, not is just
It's
different.
like hourglass of dripping scent is really interesting.
Yeah, I'm into it. Highest scent.
Highest scent.
Yeah, maybe on Black Friday I would look into
Maybe.
it.
Yeah.
All right, so I have one here called Link, LYNQ.
Link me.
Now I think I sent another product called Link, but it was a water bottle.
Yeah, I remember that.
This is LYNQ, and so what I thought was interesting about this. So this was the Instagram ad. It showed somebody like looking at this little tracker, and they're like trying to find their friend at like Coachella. It looked like, and they're like beep beep beep, looking around, and then they like find them. They're like, oh, there you are. Which I think is the weirdest play for this, because if you go to the website, it makes way more sense of like, out in the wilderness. So what this is like a GPS, like find your friend thing. And it's pitches, you don't need a phone, you don't need Wi-Fi, you don't need like a Wi-Fi network or maps or apps. There's no fees. It's just like low jacking someone, right?
Yeah.
It's like a keychain. It's like a little chunky, but it's like, I think meant to be pretty like rough and durable or whatever. And the idea is like you whoever the person is you're looking for, it has like a directional degree, and it like kind of navigates you like a compass towards them. And it's on just a little black ink screen. And then you eventually find them, presumably. What are your thoughts on this?
Horrible idea.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't do snow sports, but maybe there's a good safety play there.
Sure. That to me seems like the only thing that is like, okay,
That's
sure.
even close. Like,
Yeah.
Because a music festival, since there's no danger involved, just say like if we get lost, because Coachella I've heard has really bad reception, which is why it's not just like call your friend.
Right.
But it's like, just say meet by the Ferris wheel or something, because
Or like
nobody's in danger there.
Yeah,
right?
and like who freaking cares if you're not standing by your friend at a music?
Exactly. Here's what I would do if I was Link or whatever, is stop trying to sell directly to people and make this like part of like something you can rent at the ski resort.
Sure.
Because this is something you might consider renting if you were going like backcountry skiing or something.
Yeah.
Or if you were, and my other idea was if you are like a tour group operator.
Sure.
Because often, like if you go to Europe, you won't always buy cell reception.
Mm-hmm.
So if you get separated, especially from like younger kids, like 11 or 12 that aren't going to be constantly under watch, but do definitely need to be with you. This might be a good peace of mind for that kind of situation. And if you ran a tour group, you could be like, oh, and also add like $5 a day and we'll rent you these little find my friend things.
Yeah.
I don't see me ever buying this as a person.
No, the only thing the scenario I could envision is like maybe, if I took my kids on some destination that I knew was like notorious for getting lost in.
Yeah.
I could see maybe being like, clip this on your backpack, and that way I'll never lose. If you were hiking, I guess, or camping out far, and your kid was a wanderer, and you're like, peace of mind.
Yeah.
I can get in the headspace of that.
I could say like a great example for me from a place that I can think of where I would want something like this is like if I went and took my family to Mexico City. Mexico City is one, fairly dangerous, but two, offers like there's plenty to do even for a family.
Yeah.
But it's super like crowd dense. Like walking through Mexico City is like you're just constantly in groups of people. And because of that, if you wanted to take your 13, 14-year-old, so especially where maybe they don't have a phone yet or you aren't buying reception for them, this is a fine option.
Yeah.
And I would add it if I could add it like when I was completing my car rental or something.
Yeah.
Fine. But definitely not like something I'm going to buy. Because how many times could you use this a year?
That's the thing.
Like 2 times?
Yeah, that's my whole thing. It's like this is one of those like it's like an insurance policy. It's like getting insurance on a car rental. You're like,
Which is like make it part of the insurance thing, right?
And it's $150 where it's like, man, that's awfully steep.
It's not cheap.
Awfully steep for using this maybe once if you happen to get lost, which most of the time you're not getting lost, you know. So I don't know. That was interesting.
Not the best idea. I think the technology is probably interesting behind how they managed to do it with no networks or cell reception or anything like that, but ultimately not a home run.
Yeah. What I'd love is like, give me this technology in 5 years and just like huck it in a little chip in my phone. It's like, also you can just find people
without even needing.
If your phone dies, it's like, you'll still be able to find. It's like, oh, great.
That's fair.
Okay. Next one on the list.
Sonic Soak. SonicSoak.com. I've had this ad like a couple. Have we talked about this before?
I don't think so.
I mean, I've had so many good idea, bad ideas that I don't even know what I brought and what I haven't. But essentially, Sonic Soak looks like a little aluminum cylinder. And what it says is Sonic Soak generates modulated ultrasonic waves that travel through the water to clean at the microscopic level. So you can wave goodbye to dirty and say hello to a genuinely clean load of laundry. And essentially what it is, you drop it in a bucket of water and it cleans stuff. It cleans laundry, it cleans dishes, it cleans personal items, it cleans toys, glasses, silverware, jewelry, etc. Allegedly.
Oh, interesting. Oh, so
fill a container with water, plug the Sonic Soak into the wall, and place the Sonic Soak in the water. Add detergent like soap or something. Set the timer, press start, and watch your stuff get ultrasonically clean.
So it's kind of like the theory behind like a Sonicare.
Yeah,
Toothbrush.
I think so.
It's
Right?
like, hey, this is like
Yeah.
the frequency is breaking up particles.
Yeah.
And
This is at a larger scale.
yeah, well, it's just for things other than your teeth, I guess. So I don't think I would ever buy this.
Me either.
I mean, if anyone should buy it, it would be someone like you who was a little bit of a clean person.
I know,
like,
but here's the thing. It's like the way my brain is wired on bacteria is what are the criteria to kill bacteria to me?
Heat.
Is one, heat. The incredible heat, right? I wash my hands at like 500 degrees.
they're just blistered. From
Heat or
washing.
like something like alcohol, right? Like a hand sanitizer, some sort of cleaning agent. So in my mind, is something like this going to work where you're putting it in lukewarm water? No, because in my mind, lukewarm water is the breeding ground of our bacteria, right?
You're just stoking the bacteria.
Exactly. So I think like what would be cool is if this technology is real, then get somebody to put one of these in my washer.
Yeah.
That like maybe is like a low, and maybe you can pick a low energy mode and it uses this too, or you can just use this as like an extra thing it does. But I don't believe that it works.
Also, it just seems like a lot of effort when it's like, hey, just like when you get fruit, it's like, hey, make sure to rinse your fruit. It's like, okay, that's good enough for most people. Like most people aren't bleaching their fruit.
See, I kind of like it as I don't eat produce, but if I did, I actually might like this as a produce play.
We'll get to produce in a minute, Andre.
Okay.
But like the amount of effort, it's like, oh, I got to find my Sonic thing. I got to fill up a thing of water, put it in there.
But you could just leave this plugged in on your counter and throw it in any old bucket of anything you were cleaning.
Yeah.
You're doing silverware. Oh, throw the Sonic in it. You're doing maybe a very small load of laundry. I'll just throw it in the sink and put the Sonic in it.
I just see myself not using it once and then being like, I didn't notice a difference.
If it worked, I actually would be kind of into it. I have a pretty deep sink. If this worked, and somebody could show me like a paper that says like this will kill everything and make your laundry smell good, then I could see, because we generate like a relatively small amount of daily laundry, right?
Sure.
So the idea of being able to just like I'm sure not in your house, but in my house. And for many, like,
do so much freaking laundry.
like if you lived in New York and didn't have a laundry thing in your unit,
Sure.
and you could just throw your dirty underwear and your dirty shorts and your dirty socks in the sink.
Sonic clean it right
And
up.
just Sonic clean it. If it worked, that'd be interesting because I've seen a lot of YouTube videos that are like these mini washers. That in my
interesting.
mind, again, don't do anything.
Or if you're like living in New York or
A tiny house.
Yeah, London. Yeah, someplace where like, you don't really have a washer, but it, like you want to sanitize.
Then this could be really interesting. But you got to prove to me that it works because anytime it's
If
like
it
this
worked in
edge technology.
Yeah, if it worked in like instead of a washer, like it was just as good.
Yeah.
That would
way
be-
in.
Yeah.
But, for example, like, because there's no way it agitates like cleaning liquid to create suds and bubbles.
No.
But maybe it does. I don't know.
It's breaking it down at a microscopic level.
I know, but it says that you can put laundry detergent in, but if it's just sitting in water,
You pull it out.
do I got to like do this? Like, I just don't understand. But it's hard to think that it's going to get your clothes as clean as a regular.
It does seem unlikely.
But if you made this an installment in my washer,
Into it.
then it would be cool. Then what it would do is it would establish that this technology is legitimate, and then I might buy it for a sink,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. I'm into that.
Or an attachment on your sink would also be interesting. That's like, they call it like the jewelry attachment. It's
Or
like, oh,
in
for
your dishwasher also. It's just like I don't know, maybe that would work.
Maybe they should look at like licensing. If the technology, because this thing's really small, it could almost work as an attachment in anything. So just make it an attachment to stuff instead of trying to sell me one on its own. How much is it again? Like $150?
Something like that. Everything. I feel like
Everything's at $150.
Everything is $150. Jeez.
It is $150. Yep.
All right, let's do one more here, and then we'll move into your big idea.
Okay.
Now I clicked the link here, and it seems like
Which one was it?
Casino Quest.
Oh, Casino Quest.
Now you were just in Vegas. This is not related, or it's related?
No, I mean, I'm trying to think how honest I can be with the thieves. I've been in Vegas like 5 of 6 weeks this year. I don't know how many weeks we've had in the year, but
You're
I've
often in Vegas.
I've been out of town basically every week. I was in Disney World one week.
Yeah.
I was home one weekend, and I've been in Vegas the other weekends. The reason for this is because
your co-host got you on to craps.
onto craps, but also like I don't really know. I would love if a thief like is involved in this world and can sit me down and explain it to it, but the comps are just amazing. Like I basically stay and eat for free the whole weekend and have a great time. So I don't know. It's a great thing.
I thought you were going to say if a thief could sit me down and teach me how to freak to play Baccarat. 'Cause that's one of those games.
And also that I guess.
I was like, I'll never learn that game.
No, it's so easy. I know how to play Baccarat.
Oh, really?
I can teach you. It's like basically betting on coin flips. It's boring. To me.
Oh, really?
It's also like it's also like at a Baccarat table, I feel like out of place because I'm the only not Chinese person.
Well, it just seems like when I think of Baccarat, I think of James Bond movies and those big chips and like whatever, like $1 million chips and stuff.
Yeah.
And like, it just seems like Baccarat is reserved for like whales and like ultra rich people in my mind.
It so isn't. Because you can play for like 10 hours and lose like, well, potentially 50% of your money, but not realistically.
Interesting.
Anyway, very easy game. I'll teach you sometime. So Casino Quest, one thing is like as part of my Las Vegas addiction, I like to go down with different groups of people, right? And I went down with a couple not too long ago that had never been to Vegas and basically had never played any game of any kind. And when you play with people that are like that, they're like they don't want to do anything, right? They're just like, let's just play slots because that's the only thing that they can figure out how to play. When slots are literally the least fun in the whole world. Right?
Yeah, a lot of times people are like, I would do blackjack. I understand that game.
Yeah, I have a hard time getting anytime chips are involved. People are like, that sounds hard, and I think actually blackjack can be intimidating.
Sure,
because if you sit at a table with somebody who's serious, then they get annoyed when you're slower or not doing the thing you're supposed to do.
Yeah,
right.
You're the fifth man, and you're ruining. It's
you're ruining everything else. So I think blackjack actually can also be really scary.
That's true.
And also like just what we were saying, like Baccarat, it's like how do you play that game? I have no idea. And roulette, it's like wait. I can't. What can I bet on? What can't I bet on?
Well, and I get anybody who walks up to craps. It was like, nope, that's not for me.
And craps is like literally, I have no idea how you would ever learn it.
Yeah.
But essentially, we walked by this place at a mall, and we were like, "What is that place?" And it's called Casino Quest, and it's in Las Vegas. And essentially, what they do is they have like real dealers and real tables, and it's not a real environment though. It's like you pay like $20 to go in, and they just like play fake games and teach people all day.
So similar, like when we had our company party where they're kind of like, all right, now bet on that. Don't do that. But like,
Yeah.
man, I'm guessing that much more instruction.
Yeah, exactly. And you're in an environment where you can take that information and immediately go, like, use it in the real
Yeah.
world. I think that this is a good idea.
Casino Quest.
I'm surprised that there aren't more of these. I think that like having one in every mall in Las Vegas would actually be a really good idea, because they'll teach you baccarat, they'll teach you poker, which I do not know how to play like in a casino. I know how to play like a home game,
Sure.
but I would be interested in that. They teach craps and roulette and blackjack, and they'll teach you like actual strategy and all this stuff.
Yeah.
I think a fairly good idea.
I think I agree. I wonder, because there is something about like you could watch a video or you could whatever, but like
It's not this-
It's not.
Like I watched before I actually, so essentially like Scott tried to teach me craps for a while, and then eventually I went to Wendover and like I had the perfect table where there's nobody there and 3 great dealers who sat and like walked me through how to play and told me every bet to make and everything.
Right.
That was perfect.
Yeah.
But there's like I had watched 100 videos before that. And but it's like hard because there's so much like superstition, especially in craps. Like there's people are weird and superstitious about it and like don't want you to do certain things certain ways. It's a very complicated game.
Can I tell you a funny story about craps?
Yes.
That has to do with Vegas also.
Yes.
And
No, I love a crap story.
you can't judge me because
Never.
at the end of the story I do something that is maybe a little unsavory.
Oh no. Okay. Let's go.
Okay, so I was working at a company and it was like all right, all the President's Club, we're gonna go down to Vegas.
Yeah.
Great.
Love it. The perfect President's
The
Club.
perfect President's Club. So we hop on buses and we drive down, and this company it's a ragtag crew going down here.
Yeah.
Like I'm a pretty straight-laced guy comparatively, but like let's just say in one of the rooms, I one of the guys that I kind of knew, I like went up and there was like some heavy drugs going on in some
Really?
of these rooms. It was like
Okay.
the first time I'd ever seen a lot of stuff. It was like, ooh, okay.
When you said ragtag, I wasn't sure if it was like you and a bunch of like really straight laced guys. And it was
No.
like, this is gonna suck.
I was the most straight-laced guy there.
Yeah.
I was out of place.
right, exactly.
Which is fine. I mean, all really cool guys. Like,
Yeah.
But like
but it was clearly a different environment.
a different
Utah.
environment. Yeah. Not your typical Utah guys. Anyway, so we're down in Vegas, and first is like the big kind of company pep rally. And it's like,
Yeah.
we did this year, right? And now everybody gets $200 to go gamble with.
Yeah.
So everybody gets $200 cash. Congrats. And
What casino are you at? To gamble at? Do you remember?
we stayed at the not the Paris one,
Okay.
not the Venetian, but it's the one kind of like the Venetian.
Palazzo.
Yes, the Palazzo.
Right, so you had $200 at Palazzo.
Yeah, just $200 cash, but that's where we were staying was
Yeah,
at the
yeah,
Palazzo. So also at this rally,
Palazzo's nice.
yeah, it was nice.
One of my favorites.
Also at this thing, they're like, hey, we're also going to give $1,000 to anybody who submits the best, craziest story. So submit a picture.
Oh, okay. Love it.
And a little write up.
Yeah.
And we'll give you $1,000 to do whatever you want with. So great.
Yep.
Everything's cool.
This is right up your alley.
This is right up my alley. But at the same time, I'm like, there's no way I'm going to win this. The guys that I'm here with are
actually crazy.
Actually crazy. They are like I heard them talking about stuff they're going to do. I was like, let's go let's rob a police car. And I was like, oh jeez.
I have a family.
For real. This is pre married Scott. So I was a little
looser, but you're still Scott.
still me.
Mostly a goofball that likes to play board games.
Right.
At the end of the day.
So the one guy that I'm friends with there, he had just done some cocaine, so he was like, he was like pretty like, I want to go gamble. And I was
Yeah.
like, cool. Well, you're the only guy I like kind of know here. So I kind of followed him through the strip. I'd never really gambled a lot. Like I'd played blackjack.
A
and
little
that's-
simple stuff.
yeah, blackjack, and that's about it. And so we go, and he's like, we gotta go to the best table in Vegas is this place called Casino Royale.
Yep.
And
No,
it's-
well known.
Because it's cheap.
Yes.
It's right by the Denny's.
It's right on the strip.
It's right on the strip,
It's
and
the
it's like-
only cheap place to gamble on the strip.
Yeah.
It's
and
Casino Royale.
Yeah. Most table blinds are like $10 a blind, $15 a blind, but here it's like $5.
Yep.
And it's like, wow, man, like you could go, your
You can
$200.
go- yeah, your $200 gets you. And that's why I asked what casino you were at, because $200 gets you almost nowhere anywhere on the strip except for Casino Royale.
Casino Royale. So we're at Casino Royale,
Yep.
and he's like, hey, come, let me show you how to play craps. And so he teaches me, I was like, this is a fun game. And it's a perfect scenario again. He's like, no, don't do this. I'm going to show you the Iron Cross. This is what I do. And like gives me some strategies or whatever. And we play for hours. And we have like a great night, whatever. So I'm like, I'm up $100, whatever. Life's good. I'm feeling great.
You're like, this is the top of my life.
At the top of my life. It's like 9:30, maybe 10. I'm ready to call tonight, in Vegas. So I go back to my room and I'm like, I'm not close enough friends with this guy. And there's nothing I can think of. But I think back to the presentation earlier. And one of the things that they had mentioned in this presentation, they're like, hey, we're going to donate a bunch to this like homeless thing or whatever. And like everyone, yay, right. And so I start concocting this really crafty idea.
Yes.
So what
Oh no.
So what I did is I Google search homeless people Vegas Strip.
Yes.
And I found like the perfect picture of this homeless guy underneath the Nugget, like sitting on the corner or whatever.
Yeah.
And so what I decided to do was concoct the story that what I did is I took my $200 and I found a bum on the street. And I said, let's go gamble this and you can keep the winnings.
Yeah.
And so I wrote this like really like, beautiful story, how we went in, we put it all on red and of course it strikes big and he wins all the money and he goes about his merry day and said, thanks. And it was this great thing.
Right.
Anyway, I win the $1,000.
No. You're completely fake.
Totally
concocted story.
100% fake. I feel
so that's a steal this idea for the thieves out there.
I feel guilty, and sometimes when I tell some people the story, they're like, "That's hilarious. That's amazing, right?"
No, that's all Vegas, dude.
And
that's like a Vegas story.
And then some people I tell, they're like, "Really? That's pretty dishonest, Scott." And I'm like, "Look, I'm sorry."
Look, here's the thing: is literally the competition is the most outrageous thing you can have happen to you in Vegas. I mean, this was the only way to do it without being actually disgusting.
Exactly.
Just pretend disgusting.
Exactly. I think it's a fun story.
Yeah, it is a fun story.
And anyway, that's how I learned craps, and that's how I became addicted. Was like this guy on coke who I worked with.
The perfect story.
The perfect story taught me everything I know, and then I cheated a company out of $1,000.
No problem.
Anyway, Casino Quest, I'm into
Casino Quest, into it. Really good idea to learn how to play casino games. If you don't want to go to Casino Quest, then just call me and I will come with you any given weekend. Just let me know.
All right, let us
go to the big idea.
Go to the big idea. Do you have a link here?
I shared the slide with you to your Divi email.
Oh, that's what that was.
Yep.
Got it. Okay. If you want to give the preface here.
All right, so announcement for the thieves out there. Scott and I have always been coworkers, but not for much longer. Unfortunately, we're very sad to hear it.
Hurts my heart.
I'm going to a new job. I'm here towards the end of February. A lot of our coworkers listen to this podcast. Some of them may be hearing for the first time. They're like, "What?
They're on
this
vacation.
is crazy.
Like,
wait, this can't be real." So I have about 2 weeks left here. I'm very excited. Of course, the podcast will live on. That's the other thing. My mom texted me after I called her and she's like, "So there's no more podcast?" And I was like, "Of course, the podcast is way beyond us being coworkers." What a silly thing.
This is how we're going to become famous, is the podcast. The
exactly.
the day job is just
nothing to do with it. Nothing to do with it. But anyway, every time, kind of my tradition, every time I get a new job is like, this is when I go, and literally every time I've had a new job, I buy a new backpack. It's like, okay.
It's like the first day of school.
Mm-hmm, exactly, right? And it's like, okay, I got to get a couple new items of clothing. I got to get a new backpack for my new life.
Some protractors.
Right? Exactly. Protractors, some rulers, things like that. You understand. Pencils. And as part of that, it's like I get into this, similar to my wallet spiral, where it's like I'm looking at every wallet. I'm looking at
every backpack
tech
on
reviews, and I'm trying to find backpacks. And I just bought an amazing away bag luggage not too long ago.
Okay.
And I was thinking like
a duffel bag or like
I bought a piece of
that's right. Away.
It was my big Christmas present this year.
From the crazy
Slack people. Shouldn't have done it, but I did it anyway. And I love my Away bag. And Away actually has a backpack, but of course it's like a travel backpack.
Right.
And it's useless for anything else. So as I'm looking through backpacks, I think that there's really kind of like 3 categories of backpacks in the world. The first I call the working or hiking backpack. And it's like these big, I mean, they have a ton of utility, right?
Sure.
They can hold everything. And, but essentially they look like hiking backpacks. Like there's so many slots and zippers and hangy things that it's like, what are you doing? And then the second, which I really don't like, is what I call the try hard, which are these like if you Google best work backpacks, this is like every single backpack that comes up. And they're
like
like
a nomadic,
all leather and like have no compartments almost. And they just like look like briefcases, but they're on your back. And they just don't I don't like the aesthetic of these like all leather black bags.
Sure.
At all. I think that they look like you're just trying too hard. Like you're like trying to look. It's a backpack. At the end of the day, it's a backpack, right? And then the not trying really hard enough, which are like these horrible, like, you know, free backpacks that you get at conferences. My picture is like the Nike drawstring backpack that everybody had in high school when they like really were not trying hard at all. And that's the not trying nearly hard enough. So I've been thinking about this backpack.
Would you also put in like a JanSport, like shizzy Walmart backpack?
Like anything you can get at Walmart.
Yeah.
But honestly, also I would put in this category like anything you can get at Best Buy, because it's just like those are a bunch of very like generic, ugly backpacks.
Yeah.
So,
I would say that I am often like, what an ugly backpack. When I see backpacks, I'm like, who are the designers of these things? Because they're so, all of them are so ugly.
Exactly. And I think like even those backpacks that are supposed to look good, to me look ugly. These black leather backpacks, I think they just look like you're trying too hard. That's exactly what I'm saying. So I think like I was doing some research ahead of this podcast because I'm frustrated. I'm in the backpack search and I'm just like, I don't like any of these. And there are like 1 billion entries into the backpack category on Kickstarter, and all these like new age companies like Away. And I find that like almost all of them are travel or photography backpacks.
Yeah.
When I mean, wouldn't you say like 90% of the people we work with take a backpack to work every day?
Yeah.
So it's the most common item. But so that's like, you would think that for adults, for non-school attending people, that their target would be work backpacks. But in reality, like you look on Kickstarter and it's like the best travel bag, and it has all these goofy travel features like a shoe compartment.
Yeah.
What do I do with that? Or photography bags.
And like built-in battery packs and stuff.
Photography bags that are like have 1 million different slots for 1 million different lenses. And I'm just like, this is so pointless. And then I was kind of thinking like, why doesn't anyone want to make me a backpack to take to work that isn't like this pseudo briefcase, all leather monstrosity that I don't like?
I like this point in the slide here where it says, I saw a backpack with locking zippers, 2 sunglasses pockets, 4 water bottle spaces, iPad slots, laptop slots, lip balm pockets.
Too much.
Yeah.
Too much, right? It's just like, what are you even...
Where are you going?
Exactly. And this was like a fully funded Kickstarter. And it's like, this is what you find when you look up work backpacks. And there are great travel backpacks and great photography backpacks. But people are just like not really thinking about like the working person.
Yeah.
And I think that that's really odd. So I was thinking about like, okay, what's the solution to that? Because for some people, the working backpack like is the photography backpack, right? And for some people,
Or
the
it's
working
just,
backpack...
or it is the not trying hard enough backpack. I think for a lot of people, it's just like whatever I have or whatever the company gives me.
But really like what your backpack should be is it should be like your like home base, really, is kind of in my mind. Like,
sure,
I have all the things that I generally need and they're in this backpack all the time because like,
man,
what else do you do?
It is crazy. Like when you bring up that, like probably most people go to work. Like we've moved, like, I think it was like the briefcase for a long time. And then like the backpack is kind of like almost everyone I know, they're bringing some sort of backpack to work.
But people, it doesn't feel like people are investing much thought into that, right?
It's crazy. If you were to say the backpack is the number one outside of a computer, which actually not even a computer, because it's like I got my lunch and I got, like is the number one thing that people could bring to and from work.
Yeah. Almost one of the number one things you're using every single day.
Yeah.
And yet it's just like typically something random. Like it's like your college backpack that you've now dragged along for too long, or it's just like not really well thought.
Yeah. And I think you're right. I think a lot of people are like, I gotta get it back. So they get this travel backpack, and now I've got 1,000 compartments. It's like this actually,
or they like go to Best Buy, they just buy the $100 backpack. And it's just like, we can do better than that. We can do better than that, people. So I was thinking like, but my thought was my everyday carry, like the things I need in my backpack, are different from what Scott needs. Like,
right.
Scott needs a place to put like his kazoos and board games and like his different goofy, his confetti cannon.
I need 2 kazoo compartments.
Like, so that's like Scott. And really like what I want is I want a place to put my like Advil and my allergy medication and my hand sanitizer and my laptop and like my sunglasses. Like that's what I want. Right. I was thinking, but so then where you're landing is like, oh, like everybody should have a backpack custom made for them. But it's like, that would be thousands of dollars, right?
Yeah,
like no company could do that.
Unrealistic.
At scale. So what I was thinking is like, what if we had custom backpacks that weren't fully custom? And what that means to me is that we have basically like, not like, cause like Timbuk2 is this brand that makes like backpacks that like you can customize kind of like if it's like a flap over or a zip out, and like all the colors on it.
Yeah.
The different flame.
External
things like that.
features.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, that's not really what I mean. Like, what I want is I want you to make me a modular backpack and let me choose the outer frame for my style. So you can pick like the all leather front, like no zippers, no pockets, nothing.
Yep.
Or you can pick like the North Face, main center zip and all this different stuff.
Yeah.
Or like the flap over or whatever.
Or kind of like the trendy, like the PacSun backpack that like with
All
the
these different
canvas
things.
roll up. type
Exactly.
thing.
But really, they're all essentially just housing this core modular system that when you unzip it, like it unzips flat, let's say.
Yeah.
And there's like clips and bolts and things where you can say like, I want the like lunch module.
Yeah.
And I slot it in and I want, and they're like, it's a grid system, right? So it's like a 20 by 20 grid or
You only have
30
so
by
many
10 grid.
things you can put in this thing.
And you're like, I want the sunglasses module. And it's basically like a plastic pouch thing.
Yeah.
Slots in. It's like, now I have a sunglass spot. And I want the camera module, and that's like a bigger piece, but you slot it in. It's like, now I have the camera spot.
Yeah.
And I want the X thing, and then
And if you get the
laptop.
camera slot and a couple lens slots, you don't have room for the laptop slot.
Exactly.
Or what
I think in my vision, the laptop slot is always there. Like there's always against
Sure.
your back, there's like a zipper compartment always.
Sure. But maybe you want like a different, like you want a reinforced something or like a different something that like a different type of electronic
exactly.
slot or whatever.
And essentially, like you're saying, like I want I want a portable, like a USB plug-in guy.
Yeah.
You're picking like your 8 different things, and they all just slot into 10 standard frames that the company's making. And you're saying like, I want this and this and this, and they all just click like a modular grid system that we can all use
Click.
and build backpacks that are like meaningful for us.
Backpacks that are meaningful for us.
Right?
That sounds like a tagline on a commercial.
I think there's something there.
I'm into it. So you're calling this
LastPack, because in my mind, it's the last backpack you'd ever have to buy.
Fair enough.
Right?
Yeah, I'm into it. I think especially when I think about people, if I were to design the backpacks of everyone I work with around me, I look to the girl to my right, and it's like, okay, she brings her lunch every day.
Every day.
I do not.
Ever.
So I don't necessarily want the
Lunch spot.
the cooler or the insulated area, but like I know that like there are lots of people with the backpack that I have, which is like the company issued one. It's like, oh, wouldn't it be nice? And there are things on my backpack. I'm like, what is this slot for? I don't want this thing.
Yeah.
This like extra compartment in the front. Like I get confused by it more than I get like helped by it, and it's annoying.
Yeah. Well, and there's something about like this process of like picking the pieces that you want.
Yeah.
That makes you like more deliberate, and you're thinking about what you carry every day.
Yeah.
So it's like, instead of having spots that you're like, I don't really even know.
Yeah.
I guess I'll put a notebook in here.
Yeah, and there are things where, especially if there are some things where there's different modular lengths of things. So, for example, there are lots of backpacks, especially the drink things on the sides. I've had backpacks that have none, which is the worst.
Yeah.
I've had some that like have one, but it's like you have to unzip it to put it in, which I hate. And I had some that like it's only on one side, not the other, which I also don't like. I'm just like, I need it on both.
Yeah.
Like
so I can put it wherever.
Where I reach my hand
Wherever I
back.
reach, it's always in.
where something's going in.
Yeah.
Right. Like, and that's why I like at least that part of my backpack. Another thing that's annoying about certain backpacks is like the actual strap itself.
Yeah.
Where there are a lot of backpacks where it's like, who's this made for? Like, this is so uncomfortable, And so I would pay to have like like deluxe.
Which in
padding.
this world you could because let's say the straps are detachable. So really what it is the company's making frames that have clicky, bulky spots that are on a standard grid system that are all, maybe some are smaller or bigger.
Yeah.
And then like all these things that just kind of go on to it, right?
Yeah. Like,
so maybe like you have a little clip where you could put a little mesh pocket on the side if you wanted to, if you buy the mesh pocket. And that's your water bottle pocket that goes, and you could buy 2 if you want to.
Yeah.
And if you want reinforced straps that have like extra cushioning, you can buy those and click them in. And if you want just like regular old straps because you don't like these big, bulky straps that make you feel like you're a runner, then you buy the simple strap, right?
Yeah, like I'm looking at my backpack right now. This pocket on the top here, this one especially, is like useless. And I have 2.
See, and I look at that and I'm like, that is the most useful slot on the backpack.
Yeah.
Because that's where I put like my pills and stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Or
yeah.
my Advil or my glasses or my pens or my headphones, all of them go in that top slot.
Yeah, what I would prefer is for this to be moved down towards the base, where like
Which in a grid system,
in a
you
grid
could have it
system, I
anywhere
could
you
do
want.
this. Yes, so I could put like I'd rather my laptop sit higher and have stuff that I could access below, as opposed to like the other way around, which is like I'm reaching in for my laptop and I have all this unused space. That's like, why don't
Yeah.
you know? And there's something cool about like if you, it's modular enough where it's like, hey, I need to take the grid out and have it be a day bag where I just jam a bunch of stuff
Yeah.
in there, like, or maybe it folds
You
down.
want to convert it to a travel bag?
Yeah,
So
I
you
just
get like the
snaps the
zip-up
levers down.
travel things or something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm into it.
I think it's an
That's a good
engineering challenge
idea.
for sure. I think there's like some weird stuff you got to figure out.
And more than likely, you'd have to start with like a couple branded models of
Very-
like,
yeah.
and I really do think that who this like 100% of your marketing is for like the businessman,
Yes.
businessman or the businesswoman of just like,
I don't feel taken care of now. So take care of me.
yeah, or just like
Yeah.
like you there's a good chance you fit into one of these three profiles or a custom one that you can make. But like it's like, oh, this actually has somebody who commutes and has these types of things, and it's not like a battery charging pack necessarily. Like maybe that's you, like maybe you're the field enterprise, you know, the person who like needs that. But like for me, I'm just like a daily commuter. Like I come to and from.
You're at an electric socket most of the day.
Exactly, where it's like, but what would be nice, yeah, certain compartments where it's like, oh, this is for this thing that like, oh, that's right. Like it would be nice to be able to slot my phone in a thing that's not my drink carrier, but that is easily accessible. Like, oh, that would be really handy, you know, or like a key card slots, stuff that's like, anyway. Yeah, I'm into it. LastPack.
LastPack.
Yeah, the only when I saw LastPack, it made me think of food storage for some reason. Like
Sounds like a Lehigh thing. Food storage is your default mode of
it's
thinking
probably.
about the world.
I was just talking about food storage with my wife, and maybe that's on
Do you
the
have a
mind.
food storage idea that you'd like to share?
No, I'm like, it's one of those things where it's like I don't want to get food storage because it's just like,
Yeah.
and this, for the same reason I don't want to get life insurance because it just feels like a waste of money.
But neither is necessarily.
Yeah, in theory,
Yeah.
it's the best thing you ever got. And so I've been trying to work out, and I'm sure there are experts at this who are like, this is what you do. But in my mind, when it comes to food storage, it's like you get a big drum of like whatever lasts the longest.
Yeah.
And that's your like apocalyptic. Like I have, you know, a case full of cornmeal or something.
Yeah.
It's like this never expires. And if you had to survive off it, you could live off this for 2 years.
Yep.
You get that.
Perfect.
And then, yeah, you get a couple like 24-hour packs or 72-hour, but like the odds are it's like, let's just hope you never have to run into this cornmeal situation. But
Right. But if we do, we've got the cornmeal.
you will not die from food. You'll die from dysentery or something else.
The radiation fallout. For example.
Exactly. The meteor will just
Agreed.
kill you.
LastPack.
LastPack.
I think a good idea.
Yeah. Yeah.
Play around with it. Do some sketches, thieves.
Yeah, I don't know who would be the best person to like pick this up because it is an engineering challenge. If you already make backpacks, of course, but
Yeah.
yeah,
If you already made backpacks when you're listening to this podcast.
I think if you were, I do think that, and maybe there's a pretty high saturation of backpack products in the Indiegogo Kickstarter space.
A million.
But like you said, I think most of them are targeted towards the traveler, towards these other things, but like less about the working man.
Yeah.
And those types of products, like the Indiegogos that I've founded, like or I've contributed to, like I contributed one recently that was I think I told you this. It's like a keychain, but the keychain has basically every. It's like USB-C and iPhone lightning bolt and this and that. It's like really small and like you can just basically like it's a charger that you'll always be able to plug it into something,
Right.
And you can just like flip it around and like you'll always have the right combination of stuff. And it's like that's what I need because I'm always like, I wish I had my charger right now. And I just need like if I could just really quickly plug this into something, it would be Totally. And now it's on a keychain, so now I have it. So like it appeals to the everyman.
Yeah.
Not the like the perfect thing for
the
the traveler.
very specific segment.
Yeah, anyway, so yeah, I think pitching this towards the everyman, great idea.
Love it.
LastPack Steves, let us know what you think. Maybe there is a backpack out there that's modular.
Maybe. Let me know. I got a new job coming up in 2 weeks. I got to make a purchase soon.
So to wrap up this episode, first, before we do So something there. Let's do a couple shout outs.
Love it.
Couple people that deserve some shout outs, active listeners to the show, people who, they deserve a shout out.
Yeah.
First, got to shout out our Patreon supporter, new one, Mary Hickman.
Thank you so much, Mary.
Mary, she submitted a VR idea once. I still owe her a sticker, but she is a friend from back in the old mission days.
Love it.
And
Thank you, Mary.
she chipped in, Patreon. We'll touch on that at the end, but
We're coming back to that. Definitely.
also, and I was going to mention Jake, my neighbor, but I mentioned him at the beginning.
Jake. We love Jake.
Jake and his wife, and my other neighbor, Jake. He said he'd start listening. So if he did, this is a test.
Hey, Jake.
Hey, Jake. And then finally, Porter Bratton, who I have a couple of his ideas banked that I'm saving for some segments in the future. But he's been a great active listener. He texts me all the time. He's like, I think it's a good idea. Like, try and bring this up on the show or whatever. Yeah. I've mentioned a few of his ideas to you, but Porter Bratton, great thief.
Love it.
Shout out to you.
I'll do two really quick.
Great.
One, Diego Duke, who literally I've given him 100 Steal This Idea stickers, and he goes and like just puts them everywhere because he's literally like, he loves the show. He's obsessed with the show, and he works here. So like a bunch of Divi people that are listening to this, go give Diego a high five and say that he's a cool dude.
Diego sent me a funny video of you the other day.
Really?
And I was like,
no.
Great content.
I hope it's not the one I'm thinking of, but it probably is.
Probably is.
Andre Learns to Boogie.
I think so.
That's the one. For all you thieves that are wondering what Andre Learns to Boogie is, we'll put it on Patreon.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
There you go.
If anybody submits the $5 mark, we'll send that video directly to you. It's
Andre Learns to Boogie.
Pretty funny.
Number 2 Boogie. This video has been traveling around my friend groups for years. Diego Duke, and this is kind of lame, but secondly, my mom, Cassie Washington, literally listens and live tweets me the show every single time.
That's great.
Whenever I hang up on the phone with her, she's like, "When's the next podcast coming out?" Like,
Love it.
Comes out Monday or whatever. It's like
I think my parents
you
catch.
gotta show love.
My parents catch some episodes.
Yeah.
My brother Brian, he listens a lot. I don't think my other brother Brent has the time. He doesn't even listen to music though. He's kind of a weird. He was in a band, a pretty successful band actually, and
Now he doesn't listen at all. That sounds haunting.
what he listens to.
That's a movie where then the love interest comes in. It's like, no, listen to music again.
Yeah, he listens to like sports radio and like a lot of lectures on things like history lectures and stuff. That's what that's his headspace.
Those Canadians.
I know.
Weird.
But my sister Kelsey, she listens a lot, and I know Porter, my brother-in-law, does. I'm pretty sure Cammie does. My other sister.
And your wife?
She's usually two or three episodes behind.
Yeah.
But she catches up.
Abe is like 10 episodes behind. Not even kidding. Not even kidding a little bit.
Yeah. Shout out to our loved ones.
Yes.
Thank you.
Well, we should be doing the best.
And some of our coworkers. Brian Schreiner.
Oh, I think almost all of our coworkers.
Yeah.
Listen or have a sticker or support the podcast.
We appreciate it.
Yep.
All right, we're gonna do two quick. Is there something there? And then we'll wrap this podcast.
Scott always is rushing me through the podcast. I hate it.
Well, here's the thing.
I know shorter podcasts are better or whatever, but it's just like I want to feel like I have my time here.
We got the time.
All right. Okay. Let's stop wasting time talking about the time. Is there something there? Go, Scott.
Okay. Let me get on a diatribe. This is something I know you agree with me on.
Yep.
Vegetables suck.
Yeah. Horrible.
They suck.
Yes.
It's annoying that they
Agreed.
suck because vegetables are literally the best possible thing for you.
I know.
And they suck. Fruit, amazing. You bite into fruit, it's delicious. It's so good. I could eat an entire watermelon and just feel great about it.
Yeah.
The thought of eating a vegetable, I'm just like, ugh. It's exhausting.
Yeah.
Because there's only one good one, which is a potato.
Yeah.
And it requires,
And it's not even good for you.
well, yeah, it's not good for you, and it requires a ton of effort to make it good. You gotta
Also, I had an argument with Patrick, our friend Patrick, where he said that potatoes are not a vegetable. He was like, "What's your favorite vegetable, Andre?" And I said, "Probably potatoes." He's like, "That's not a vegetable. That's just starch."
I mean,
They're a vegetable, thieves. I've done the research on this. They're a vegetable.
well, and if what isn't a vegetable is actually a pretty bad argument to get into in the first place, because technically everything's a vegetable. It's one of those things. It's like what
are words? You know what I mean?
you can broaden the vegetable to be a pretty wide gamut of things. Like all fruits are vegetables technically.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, it's for sure vegetable. But like taking that aside, the next best vegetable, carrots probably.
Yeah.
And carrots
Carrots.
are like the blandest thing in the world.
They're
right?
mostly the best vegetable because they are almost nothing.
Yeah, and then like there's like a huge tier below that, which is just like broccoli and cauliflower and like all these greens. It's like I want nothing to do with any of this, right? Yeah. So the solution that most of us come to is we got to do a bunch of prep work to eat them. I had some Brussels sprouts that were like balsamic and garlic and cheese.
They're great if you work on
It's like you put enough butter on it and it's like great, right?
Yeah.
What I want to be like, I got to eat vegetables. I want to have a really quick and easy solution to eat vegetables.
Yes.
So I think there's something here. I just don't know yet.
I wonder because I had this idea I remembered this idea earlier today, and I'm so curious if maybe we have the same.
Okay,
idea.
so in the South there is a spice. It's a thing called Tony's. Have you ever used Tony's before?
No.
So if you're from the South, you know what Tony's is because you use it for like everything.
Yeah.
And jambalaya, but like also just like chicken. If something is like a little bland, throw some Tony's on there. It's basically like a salt, garlicky, paprika-y blend that just like adds a little kick to it, right? And people from the South effing love Tony's.
Yeah.
I want Tony's for vegetables, right? So I grab a vegetable and the flavoring is just so good that like I just want to like shake it on a carrot and eat it because the flavoring is that good. Yeah. It's not that bad for you, but like I don't even care if it's a little bad for you, as long as it makes all vegetables taste good because of the seasoning, right? Yeah. Because the problem with most stuff, it's like if it's a dip, I got to refrigerate it and it goes bad. Yeah. I want a canister of whatever this veggie seasoning is that lasts all year long, and I can just sprinkle it on. Literally, like cucumbers, sprinkle it on. Right? I made because sometimes I'll cut up cucumbers for my kid, and like a cucumber by itself not that great, but with a little bit of pepper and a little bit of salt, it's like not too bad. But it's like where I got to get the salt out, I get the pepper out. It's like a big pain in the neck. So I want a vegetable seasoning or something like it. I don't know if it's a spread that lasts forever. And it makes vegetables appealing because I know I should be eating more.
I know. We have literally had the opposite idea. Literally the opposite idea. So your idea is great. I think like if a spice blend could be concocted that you could put in anything and make it taste great, that would be awesome. My idea is the opposite, which is basically like, what if there was a pill or a gel that you could take to not taste anything, to literally like disable your taste buds.
Oh, interesting.
And then, because like I mean, chewing is not bothersome to me. Swallowing is not bothersome to me.
I mean, there's some textures where it's like I don't not like mushrooms, not because of the taste, but on 100% because it tastes like I'm eating freaking human organs or whatever.
Agreed. But like,
most things don't have a texture problem.
No.
It's usually
most things are just crunchy, which is a good texture.
Yeah.
Right? So it's like I could eat 10 pounds of celery a day if only I didn't have to taste celery.
So you're saying take a pill or like take some mouthwash or something that just neutralizes your tongue. It neutralizes your taste buds so that you can just like
eat a ton of vegetables.
That's what you do is you make
and it could be a weight loss solution for good foods too. You're like every day or every lunchtime I take this mouthwash or whatever. And then it's like, if I go to McDonald's, then it's like, what's the point? But it's like, if I just sit here and eat apples.
That's really interesting. Because what you could do is make the grossest possible smoothie. It's just celery and kale and just like, what's the healthiest?
So freaking healthy.
It's so gross for you, but just like you become Superman because it's so healthy for you.
Like kind of, I mean, obviously there's a pharmaceutical challenge. Like you have to come up with a way to temporarily disable taste buds. I'm sure it's not that easy, but
I
is
agree.
Anybody even exploring this as a solution? I don't know.
It's not that easy, but like, how hard could it be? Because it's just.
I've thought about like, what if you put something over your tongue?
Yeah,
like
I guess
if there was such a thing that could coat your tongue and that could do it.
Yeah, I don't know enough about taste buds because it does seem like if I drink something, I taste it even though it may not touch my tongue.
It's in the back, yeah.
You know,
no, but you only taste stuff on your tongue. That's the only place that tastes stuff.
Yeah,
but I'm saying like if you hit, I mean, your taste buds go all the way to the back.
Right.
So that's why I think it's a little more complicated than just like putting a little glove over your tongue, which I've thought about.
A little tongue condom.
Yeah, exactly. Basically. But like kind of an interesting solution to the problem, right?
Yeah, thieves. So
you could literally eat anything. And
I really like the idea of making the grossest, healthiest smoothie.
Yeah. And of course it takes the pleasure out of food because it's like, this is now literally just a mechanical activity.
Yeah.
But it's like, if you're just like, look, for lunch from now on, I'm going to take this little mouthwash.
Well, it's like a
thing.
Soylent thing, right? Like Soylents are not good. Like
Yep.
they don't taste good, but
It's
they're
just
like
a straight meal replacement.
it's meal replacement, and it's like if you can just like get past it a little bit and get numb to it, it's like, oh, it's fine.
Yeah.
But if you just like, oh, I don't even taste it,
Yeah.
and you get like the extra mega healthy Soylent, all of a sudden you get the protein you need, you get all the help, all the stuff you need.
Exactly.
And then after it wears off after 10
Yeah.
minutes or whatever, then you eat a bunch of cookies.
Well, that defeats the purpose, but I'm saying like in my vision, it's not like this numbs it for the whole day.
No.
It's like for a meal, I'm just gonna eat super healthy.
I love the idea of mouthwash. Just this
Me
like
too.
numbing.
Me too.
Like a
love the idea
Novocaine
of
mouthwash.
Exactly. I kind of love that. Where it's just like real quick, and then I eat my really disgusting all vegetable lunch, all raw vegetable lunch.
I feel myself getting full.
huh? And then I just have regular food for dinner because
Yeah.
you shouldn't like punish yourself.
Yeah. That's interesting.
I think a better idea than
Thieves.
allspice.
I will put a poll up on Twitter and maybe somewhere else.
It's actually kind of an interesting philosophical question, which is like, would you rather that all vegetables? No, I don't know. Of course, I would rather that all vegetables taste great. Of course, but it's like
If you saw a vegetable, like it was marketed as veggie seasoning, sprinkled on any vegetable, it makes it taste great.
let's say it makes vegetables taste 25% better.
Yeah.
Okay, so would
I
you
mean,
rather?
I would put it in the same category as ranch and hummus, which is like what you dip most.
yeah,
vegetables
ranch
in.
adds calories.
Right. Ranch has calories, which is a problem. Hummus, I don't think it's delicious. It's just better
Some people
tasting.
do. Yeah. I think so. What I want you to post on the Twitter poll is like, would you rather that all vegetables are 25% better to tasting
Or
and 25% more calories? Ooh, that's ranch adds calories.
yeah,
Steve.
but this
Your spice doesn't. But
well, the
your
spice would have
doesn't exist.
sodium
Anyway,
probably.
probably,
But not
It's
it would
gonna
not be
neutral.
it would not be as bad as ranch. Ranch is like fat and
Okay, so let's say let's straight. Our vegetable. Would you rather that vegetables were 25% better, or
by
that
adding a seasoning.
you could stop tasting vegetables? You could eat as much as you want, but you'd stop tasting them.
We'll put it out to the thieves.
I think I am gonna win that one.
Well, Andre, we've done it again.
Another great pod.
Do you want to do the socials?
Sure. Send us your best idea at gostealthisidea.com, and we will send you a free sticker, completely free, no cost to you.
What I want is I want to get a idea from somebody like Illust Preacher that neither of us have any idea who they are.
Same.
Like, I want that
I
more
would
than
love that.
more than anything.
If you don't know Scott or I, and you're listening to the podcast, please send us an email.
Send us an
'cause we
idea.
want to know about you.
Maybe we'll do a competition. The you don't know Scott or Andre competition, so you don't qualify. If you're one
All
of
of a
our
sudden, we see tons of like random emails that we're
from-
pretty sure are
from Ukraine.
Is Diego Duke on an alt, basically.
Send us an idea.
We want to hear them. Please.
Yeah, we want to hear them. We want to discuss them, and they might inspire us to have our own ideas.
Or send us your ideas on Twitter and Instagram at Go Steal This Idea. Follow us on Patreon. Steal This Idea. We love your support there.
Yeah, it is like warms my, when I see an email that says we new patron. It's like
It's like, whoa.
I could have the worst day and I see that and I'm like, I'm happy again.
Yep. It's that good.
It's that good.
I think that's everything.
Yeah,
Oh,
give us
rate
5 stars. Yep, 5 stars on Stitcher, on iTunes, on Spotify, wherever you listen to us. Share us. That's the best thing you can do. Say like, this is a dope podcast. Share us on your personal network. That is super cool.
If
Tag
you're
us if
hearing
you want.
this right now, then open your phone and click that little share button and just send it to your best friend.
Just be like, hey, have you heard this podcast? I'm really into it.
Yep.
It's not going to be weird. People share podcasts all the time.
Yep.
Thieves,
And
we
then
love
you'll
you.
have something to talk with your.
Yeah.
It's
You're like,
fun.
what do you,
It's fun to be like, oh, you heard that episode, right?
Share your favorite idea. Be like, what do you think of this idea?
Yeah.
Could we start this business? I shared Andre's loft with one of my friends today. I was like, please start this because I want it.
Yep.
And he's like, maybe.
Maybe.
We'll see.
All
Thieves, we love you. We appreciate you. And we'll catch you in the next one.
Bye.
Use Scipio, the #1 engagement tool for sales teams that want more responses, appointments, and conversations. Message your leads and customers where they are on their phone. I'm not talking about phone calls. We're talking about true one-to-one texting. Use the code STEAL at Scipio.com for 2 free licenses. Use the code STEAL at Scipio.com for 2 free licenses. See you later, thieves.